Here's the result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He gets a C+. plus. This guy is rather so-so. Not too good, not too bad. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is unlikely to go far in his career, even if he sometimes talks about his dreams. He doesn't have the push or energy to keep moving up, and when challenges come, he might quietly back away or say, I can't deal with this. He prefers following rules and routines instead of taking bold steps or risks. Most days, he'd rather have peace than chase after promotions or new opportunities.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to break down than bounce back. Stressful situations can make him feel upset or overwhelmed easily, and instead of fighting through problems, he tends to withdraw or just give up. If you need someone who powers through tough times, he may not be the right choice.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work might find him caring and gentle because he's compassionate, but he might not be considered very friendly or polite. He doesn't really show excitement or join in much, so he might keep to himself. Sometimes, when things get tense, he can become moody or snap, which could make coworkers uncomfortable.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will mostly feel happy for you and show tenderness. He isn't the type to compete or feel threatened. So, while he won't act jealous or become insecure, he may struggle to keep up with your pace.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's not the kind to secretly resent you or get jealous if you earn more than him. Money and status aren't his top concerns, and he's not driven by ego. He might even feel relieved that you're doing well and quietly support you.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's generally careful with money and prefers to keep things organized. He's not someone who will go out and spend without thinking or chase after fancy brands just to show off. He may not be a financial wizard, but he won't be reckless either.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He usually lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. Flashy things and pretending don't appeal to him. He prefers a simple, comfortable life where things are neat and under control. You won't find him showing off or getting into debt to impress anyone.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is kind hearted and wants to help when he can, especially if someone is struggling or sad. While he's careful and organized with money, that doesn't mean he's stingy. He might not enjoy big, showy gifts, but you'll often find warmth in his thoughtful actions.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is not the type to be secretive or controlling about money. He likes things to be clear and organized, so he's usually open about what's coming in and going out. You might not get long, detailed discussions, but he won't hide things from you or play tricks.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes that housework should be shared, not just your job. Keeping things neat and organized matters to him, and he understands that this is a team effort. He won't push all the chores onto you or act like it's only your responsibility.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is willing to actually help with chores and even with things like diapers. He doesn't just stand by and watch or boss you around. He likes things to be in their place. So he will step in and do his part to keep the home organized. He might not be the most energetic helper, but he won't just leave you doing all the work and call it helping. Sometimes when he feels stressed, he may become quiet or slow down, but overall, he will share the load without making you feel alone in managing the house or children.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He will try to understand your side instead of arguing just to prove he's right. He's soft hearted and doesn't like conflict, so he's more likely to listen quietly when you share your feelings. If things get tense, he might pull back or go silent rather than fight or insist he's correct.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's more likely to become moody or go silent than to say hurtful things or act aggressively. He doesn't usually shout or insult, but his frustration might show up as a withdrawn attitude, coldness, or sulking. A gentle touch or quiet words help him open up again once he's cooled down.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he can get angry or upset quite quickly, especially if something doesn't go as planned or he feels hurt. He doesn't usually explode or shout, but his mood can change fast and he may withdraw, sulk, or become cold. It's wise to think carefully about whether this suits your own peace of mind and happiness in the long run.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility, but sometimes it might take a little while. He isn't quick to blame others. Instead, if he's hurt or upset, he may withdraw and go quiet before coming back with an apology. He might need a gentle push or a bit of patience, but he values harmony and will try to make things right instead of pointing fingers at you.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He is gentle by nature and doesn't like to push or force anyone, especially someone he cares about. You won't have to worry about him ignoring your wishes or crossing the line.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he may take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy, even if you explain your reasons gently. He can be sensitive and sometimes feels hurt easily, which might make him withdraw or become quiet when you say no. A little kindness can help him not take it to heart.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He is sensitive and values trust deeply, so he wouldn't use your secrets or vulnerable times to hurt or embarrass you later. Even if he gets upset about something else, he keeps personal matters safe and private.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is likely to be faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He values emotional safety and routine, and he isn't the type to chase excitement or rush into new connections. You can expect loyalty from him, especially if he feels supported and safe with you.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he's not over possessive. He doesn't act jealous, try to control where you go, or watch what you do all the time. He wants the home to be peaceful and prefers to trust rather than create drama.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature does not come from a controlling personality. When he shows care or concern, it's because he genuinely wants you to feel safe and comfortable, not because he wants to control your actions or decisions. His approach is usually soft and quiet, not strict or demanding.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and wants to help out, even if quietly. He doesn't expect you to do everything alone and understands that raising kids needs both parents working together. He values a peaceful, shared approach to building a happy family.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he can lose his temper quickly, but he won't shout or become scary. Instead, he's likely to become moody, withdrawn, or go silent, making the atmosphere feel heavy for a while. With patience and gentle words, he usually calms down and returns to his usual caring self.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support your role as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have your own needs, dreams, and space apart from your duties as a mom. While he might be quieter about showing it, he doesn't want to hold you back or limit your independence.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will support your career now and then suddenly ask you to quit after you have a child. He prefers stability and teamwork. So he understands that a happy family means both partners should feel fulfilled. If you talk openly about your goals, he'll try to support them rather than changing his tune later.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with softness and kindness, but may not be openly warm or expressive. He isn't the type to put on a show or act overly polite just for appearances. Instead, he'll be gently caring, making sure they feel comfortable and respected. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he might not handle it calmly at first. He can get upset quickly when routines are disturbed or things feel out of his control. Instead of arguing or confronting your family, he may go silent, withdraw, or become moody.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he may be modern and understanding with you in private, but quietly expect you to be a more traditional, supportive wife when his relatives are around. Keeping peace and order in the family matters to him, so he'll want you to blend in with customs and show respect to elders, even if he doesn't say it directly. He won't force you harshly, but he feels calmer when everyone fits in and things run smoothly in public.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he is more likely to stay out of it rather than openly take your side or theirs. He doesn't like conflict and prefers to keep the peace, so he might go quiet or try to avoid the issue instead of stepping in. If you need strong public support, you may find this disappointing.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He has a gentle nature and wants everyone to get along, so he's not a typical mummy's boy who always puts his mother first, but he also struggles to take clear sides in a conflict. When there's a clash between you and his mother, he's likely to become quiet or withdraw rather than openly stand with you or against her. He finds these situations uncomfortable and may hope the problem will go away on its own.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not likely to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy, especially when it comes to sensitive matters at home. If he's upset or confused, he might become quiet and keep things to himself rather than running to others with your problems.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all of this analysis, This guy gets a C plus. This guy is so so. Not too good, not too bad, a bit mediocre. Being with him day in and day out means living in a peaceful, tidy home with routines that rarely change. He's gentle and cares deeply, but can quickly become moody or withdrawn if things don't go as planned or emotions run high.